Hey, it's the Notebook Tech Guy, and today I'm going to be going over the MSI GE72 APACHE-264. I left a link in the description to get a great deal on this model, and you can read all of the user reviews and see what other people are saying about it, so be sure to check that out. So I'm going to get right into it with the performance. This thing is running the Intel Core i7-4720HQ processor, so it's a very powerful Core i7. It's running the 4th generation Haswell architecture, and it has turbo boost up to 3.6 GHz with a base clock speed of 2.6 GHz. So this means it could dynamically increase or decrease depending on what you're doing. So it's a quad core processor. It's excellent for multitasking, and it can handle extremely demanding software no problem. So performance is not going to be an issue with this processor. It's one of the best performing mobile processors currently available. So to add even more multitasking capability, there's 12 GB of DDR3 RAM. So you can handle very heavy multitasking, meaning you could run many programs in the background without worrying about sluggish performance. And 12 GB is pretty ideal in this price range, and it's more than enough to run the latest games. The GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960M. This is one of NVIDIA's latest mid to upper end GPUs. Can handle modern games smoothly on medium or high settings. And I'm going to go over a few benchmarks from Notebook Check so you can get a good idea of what you can expect for performance with this graphics card. So Grand Theft Auto 5 scored out about 108 frames per second on medium settings, and high settings at 1080p resolution, 43 frames per second. Battlefield Hardline, 50 frames per second on high settings, and medium settings, 107 frames per second. Evolve, 59 frames per second on medium. Dragon Age Inquisition, 40 frames per second on high settings, 72 frames per second on medium. Far Cry 4, 73 frames per second on medium. And Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, 76 frames per second on medium, 50 frames per second on high settings. So as you can see, most modern games are running fluently on medium or high settings. So that should give you a good ballpark idea of what you can expect for gaming performance. So there's a spacious 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive, so you get large storage capacity to store all of your games, media, and other data. So this model has that large 17.3 inch display with a 1080p resolution, so you get that high pixel density. And believe it or not, 1080p screens do increase multitasking capabilities, because you won't have one small window taking up a large amount of real estate. So you easily bounce back and forth between windows because you just display more on the screen at the same time. There's also a backlit keyboard, Bluetooth support, DVD drive, a 720p HD webcam, and one of my favorite things about this model is its weight. It's definitely impressive for a gaming laptop at just 6 pounds and a 1.14 inch thickness. So it's one of the more portable 17.3 inch laptops out there. There's 3 USB 3 ports, 1 USB 2 port, an RJ45, and an HDMI out port. So to conclude, this MSI is a great gaming laptop for the price. Has that powerful Core i7 processor, 12 GB of RAM. It also has that GTX 960M graphics card. Be sure to check out the link in the description to get a great deal on this model, and you can read all of the user reviews and see what other people say about it. Hope you found this quick overview helpful.